didn't bother you. But now there's a struggle going on. I know God said this, but I feel like this, and I want to do right, but that's tempting. And at least you listen. It's a beginning. Don't beat yourself up. It's good to be in a struggle. Because if you struggle long enough, you're going to come out.
Y'all suffered, y'all.
For all y'all that's deep and holy and don't have no flaws, this ain't to you. I come to help someone that loves God but is struggling. I need 3 people to get some scriptures with me. Matthew chapter 4. Who has Matthew 4? James chapter 1 and Hebrews chapter 4. Hebrews chapter 4, Matthew 4 and James 1. Who has Matthew for me? You have Matthew? Okay, I need a reader for James next. James chapter 1. Older saints, be patient with those that are struggling. Keep watering that seed.
Right.
I have a reader for James chapter 1. Thank you. In Hebrews 4. Thank you. All right. I have 4 people there. Huh? James, all right. Matthew chapter 4 first, please. I'm going to show you about temptation.
Then was Jesus led up to the Spirit into the wilderness to be tempted of the devil. And when he had fasted 40 days and 40 nights, he was afterward as hungry.
Go to verse 3 with me in Matthew 4.
And when the tempter came to him, he said, If thou be the Son of God, command that these stones be made bread. But he answered and said, It is written, Man shall not live by bread alone, but by every word that proceedeth out of the mouth of God.
Okay, thank you. Now there's a couple of things I want to mention in there. First of all, it said that Jesus was led by the Spirit to be tempted of the devil. He was afterward and hungry, so Jesus was hungry. Did the Bible say that? Yeah. Okay, so what does Satan do? Tempts him according to where he's struggling. He's hungry. Command those stones to be made bread. Jesus wants it. But that seed within him won't allow him to have it, although he's tempted, and he does want it. He wants it. Jesus is fasted. 40 days has passed by, and he wants what Satan is offering in the flesh. But the holy seed won't allow him to take it. James chapter 1, verses 12 through 15, please.
Blessed is the man that endures temptation, for when he is tried, he shall receive the crown of life, which the Lord hath promised to them that love him. Let no man say when he is tempted, I am tempted of God. For God cannot be tempted with evil, neither tempted he any man. But every man is tempted when he is drawn away of his own lust and enticed. Then, when lust has conceived, it bringeth forth sin, and sin, when it is finished, bringeth forth death. Do not err, my beloved brethren. Every good gift and every perfect gift is from above.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. So now we see a couple of things here. First of all, Jesus was hungry. Satan tempts him. He wants the bread because the Bible said he was hungry. When y'all get hungry, do y'all want something? Okay. Right? We're gonna get into it now. Now James, it says that a man is tempted when what? Okay. But see where it stopped is it says in verse 15, I think it was that you read, once lust has conceived. See right there, Jesus said, no. I'm struggling. I do want it. But I won't allow my struggles to conceive. Because once my struggles conceive, it brings forth what? Sin? Okay, so the temptation alone is not necessarily sin. The temptation is the entrance to sin. It says once lust has conceived, it brings forth sin. But it said that each man is, he lusts when what? Drawn away by his own. So now Jesus wants the bread. But the promise and the holy seed that is in him would not allow him to disobey the Father.
All right.
Hebrews chapter 4, please. Verses 14 through 16.
Seeing then that we have such a great high priest that is passed into the heavens, Jesus, Son of God, let us hold fast our profession. For we have not a high priest who cannot be touched with the feeling of our infirmities, but was in all points tempted, like as we are, yet without sin.
Come down with me a little further, because that's good. But now, since we understand that Jesus was tempted at all points, now we have to free our mind to think differently now that we're in the kingdom, in the body of Christ. How shall we go before the throne of God? Verses, what would you read down to you? Okay, the next one, please. I'm sorry.